Pinterest affiliate marketing. Today we're going to talk about Pinterest affiliate marketing because it's something that I think not enough people actually consider and think about. Now, in previous recordings, we've talked a lot about searchability and how important it is to be able to be found. And I've listed out social media platforms and other platforms, shopping platforms that are actually search engines that most people don't think of when it comes to searchability. Okay, so just to refresh our memory, the number one search engine in the world is, of course, Google, right? There are smaller players that are competitors to Google, like Microsoft Bing, like DuckDuckGo. I don't know if anybody still uses Explorer or not, but peace be with you if you do. Okay. And then there are social media platforms that are also really steeped deep, heavily in search. Okay. Those include TikTok as well as Pinterest. Those are search engines. Okay. And then I dropped a bomb. A lot of people don't realize this, but Amazon is also a search engine. Think about it. When someone mentions something that you would like to buy, what do? You look it up on Amazon. You see if you can find it on Amazon. When you are seeing if you can find it on Amazon, that is search. That is search engine. You are searching for it on Amazon. Okay. So last week, Amazon made an announcement. We're going to go through that announcement. We're going to go through affiliate marketing from a Pinterest standpoint. And in my opinion, in my experience, you can't have a Pinterest discussion without also having a TikTok discussion these days. They work hand in hand, and a lot of people are missing a lot of opportunity because they see them as silos, right? I won't say that I don't want to make it sound like they're the same entity or they're owned by the same company, because they are not. They are owned by two completely different companies. What I will say is they complement each other very well. So I'm going to say that again. Pinterest and TikTok are not like Amazon, like YouTube and Google, for example. And I forgot to mention that YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. Okay. And they are owned by Google, which is the world's largest search engine. Okay. So it's really important to know that, because really all of these play very well together. Okay. So Pinterest and TikTok are completely separate companies. Okay. Pinterest is owned in the US. It is not on the market to, the government isn't after Pinterest or anything like that. Pinterest is one of my favorite platforms. Okay. So we have Facebook and Instagram, which are basically like one entity. Okay. They both are owned by Meta. Okay. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to Pinterest and TikTok, they're not in that same situation, right? Meta owns Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. All right. Google owns Google and YouTube, right? So when I talk about, for example, having your pair and spare, that would mean that Facebook and Instagram cannot be your pair, right? They can be your solo. That's basically like one platform, in my opinion, even though you have to market completely different on each of them. So, Instagram or Facebook could be your spare, and the other one could be your primary, and then you could have a secondary like YouTube or TikTok. Okay, so keep that in mind. The way I flow mine, and I'm going to get into introducing myself here in a second, is Facebook is definitely a primary platform. Actually, I'd say it's more like my secondary these days. Okay, Facebook is secondary, and I would say TikTok is primary, and my spare is Pinterest. Okay, I also have other spares, X and YouTube. Okay, so when I say spare, what I mean is those are platforms that I am not heavily focused on right now, but I make sure to maintain a presence on them. Okay, and why I love having Pinterest in my spare column is because Pinterest, like YouTube, either shorts or traditional, is residual. That content has a much longer shelf life. However, on a day-to-day basis, it does not take a lot from me. Okay. I can plan out and create content for Pinterest in a couple hours on a weekend and schedule it for weeks to a month, and not really have to be on there all day, every day, doing the Facebook hokey pokey, stand on one leg, bark like a dog, turn around, howl at the move, say the ABCs frontwards, backwards, and in Spanish. You don't have to do that, okay? So before we get too deep into this, let me introduce myself to you. My name is Tamira Hamilton. I have over 30 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. I have been marketing online since 2013. I've built several very successful beauty businesses online using direct sales, affiliate marketing, and network marketing. I also have, again, successfully have my own social media marketing consultancy where I create strategy for my clients on their content, their social media presence, and that includes search. So I'm very well versed in search. It is a very large piece of any strategy that I put together, okay? Because search is going to be a lot more predictable when you do it right. Whereas just relying on social media, so much is out of your control. Even with when I say you are the algorithm, you are the brand, you are the content, there's still a lot out of your control building on someone else's platform. And when it comes to paid traffic, because remember there are 3 buckets of traffic: paid, earned, and owned. And when it comes to paid traffic, you're going to have a lot more predictability because you can predict once you are ranking, you can predict the traffic that you can get to your page from search, okay? Especially when it comes to like Google search, right? And even YouTube search, you can begin to predict some of those things. So I absolutely love marketing. You need to know that I'm pretty much a marketing geek, okay? I do offer not only my own courses, but I also offer done-for-you courses. And we're going to talk about a done-for-you course and an offer that I have for you as it relates to Pinterest, affiliate marketing, Amazon, and even TikTok, okay? Because I have a great program that can help you learn all of these in very quickly and begin to create content and then convert from that content strangers eventually into buyers. Now, with that said, I do have to put a disclaimer out there, okay? Is this thing on? Okay. So that disclaimer is this: there is no guarantee of income. So if I make an offer to you to buy a course, please understand that you still have to do some work. Even passive income usually requires you to do some work, at least in the beginning, to build the business to a certain point. And even from there is still some maintenance work. Think about it. Even when you buy a home for rental purposes, that home is going to need some maintenance work, okay? You might in the beginning have to do some updates to it and some renovations, and beyond that, you are going to have to do maintenance on it, especially in between tenants. And so just because it's online doesn't mean that there isn't a similar amount of work that you have to do, an investment, okay? The great thing with digital is your largest investment is going to be in your skill set. And that skill set is going to be something that you can monetize should you choose to. Okay. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get into Pinterest and affiliate marketing. Okay. Now that you know that Pinterest is in fact a search engine, let me know in the comments, which one are you? Are you someone like me who absolutely loves Pinterest and is constantly pinning things? Are you two someone who has a Pinterest account and you just forgot your login because it's been so long since you've been on Pinterest and you just really didn't kind of get it? Are you 3, you've never been on Pinterest, you have no idea? Okay, so let me know who I'm working with here in this live stream. Okay, and I actually went live a little earlier than I intended to I was going to do a little video and tell people I was going to be live, and I forgot to. So I'm going to have to do it after I go live. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So here's the thing. Pinterest is where you can go and you can curate content and you can save it to boards. Think of like when you're in college and you're staying in the dorm, there's a bulletin board, or even when you're in high school, there are bulletin boards, and you might throw up, different things that you don't want to forget. You might have picked up a flyer somewhere and you tack it onto your bulletin board, right? You might throw up some pictures of you and friends and family from different events and tack them onto your bulletin board. In fact, a lot of local businesses will have a bulletin board in their entranceway where businesses can throw up flyers, their business cards, and so on and so forth. Well, Pinterest is very much like that, and I believe that's where the term boards came from, okay? So on Pinterest, you can create boards, and when I say curate, everything on Pinterest, someone pinned it to Pinterest first of all, and then you can pin it to whatever board you want to pin it to. So you may have come across a recipe on, say, one of my homegirls, I love her to death, Martha Stewart's website, and you might want to pin that to a board titled Fall Recipes, okay? It could be like a pot roast recipe or something like that, right? And then so someone at some point, either Martha and her team, or someone else went to her website and they said, oh my God, I want to save this recipe. I want to be able to come back to this recipe. So I'm going to pin it. And often on websites, there is a button where you can hover over it and you click it and you say, I'm going to pin this. And then it opens up Pinterest and you can say which board of yours you want to save it to, or if you want to create a new board. And then depending on what title and description you give that pin, along with what the content itself says, Pinterest is going to categorize that pin so that when people are searching for fall recipes, searching for pot roast recipes, there's a good chance that that pin is going to come up at the very top of all the hundreds or thousands of pins on fall recipes for pot roast, or even you can get more specific and say crock pot roast recipes. There's so many different ways that you can word it that's going to make it come up in different searches, right? So that is what I mean when I say that Pinterest is a visual inspiration search engine, right? Both of my grandchildren have these boards that my daughter ordered from someone on Etsy, okay? But how she found them was on Pinterest. And it's a board that celebrates like their first year birthday, and it marks all the milestones, how old they were when they said their first word, how old they were when they crawled, how old they were when they first talked, right? But they're customized. They have their name on there, I think their exact date of birth, and it's hand painted and created. They look different because his is Cookie Monster, hers is more like pastels and rainbows. How she found that was on Pinterest. You've probably heard the term, let me know in the comments if you have, Pinterest mom, right? So what is a Pinterest mom? A Pinterest mom is someone who goes on Pinterest, and when it's their kids' treat day, she makes the fanciest, bougiest little treats that, look great, like a professional created them, because she found them and the instructions and the video and the recipe on Pinterest, okay? And so Pinterest is a search engine. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is Pinterest is great for you as a business owner because you can create content and you can curate boards around things that your ideal client is on Pinterest searching for related to your product, service, and offering. Okay, so when I was in the world of beauty, I actually still am, and I actually still get paid. I actually still get new customers because I have pins on Pinterest that work for me all day, every day. Okay, I have pins from 2018, 2019 that still drive traffic to my affiliate links, to my blogs, to my social media, and people tend to follow me on more than one platform. They end up on my email list and they end up buying. Okay? So Pinterest is very powerful in that way, in where when you think about like Facebook, your content tends to have a very short life cycle, usually 6 hours or less, on a good day 12, right? Right now, not a lot of people are paying to Facebook. You know how I know? Because I'm seeing posts repeatedly, and some as much as 5 days old. Okay? So, but it still doesn't go much further than that. Like the only way for you to see something from 2 years ago, from 2018, 2019 on Facebook, is for someone to intentionally go back to that content and comment it or reshare it. Whereas on Pinterest, it'll just keep going. As long as people are interacting with it, searching for it and finding it and saving it and commenting on it, clicking on the link, it will keep going. So I've had pins on Pinterest that stayed in heavy rotation and circulation for 3, 4, 5, 7 years. And that's good because those pins are then linked, like I said, to my affiliate offer, to my blogs, and to my social media, so that we can begin to build the relationship. And I can get them back in front of my offers, get them back in front of my content. Okay? And so that's what is great about Pinterest. Now, Pinterest is great for affiliate marketing. A lot of people don't realize that. And those that do often do it wrong. So they go on Pinterest and they just start putting up pictures, putting up, anything, and linking it to their affiliate links through like ClickBank, for example. Through, what's the other one? I can't think of it. But so like ClickBank, right? And Pinterest doesn't like that. They really don't like that. So if you're an affiliate, especially using those types of links, you are better off to, it's hard to hear me. Can you hear me now? So on Pinterest, what was I saying? You're better off to send it to a blog, right? So I had a beauty blog and I sent Pinterest to my beauty blog where they could find out more about the looks and more about the products, okay? And I also would send them to landing pages that sent them to a special page that unlocked the access to a look library, a library of makeup looks that they could go and learn more. And then on those pages for the makeup look library, they could actually see every single product that was used to create that look. And that was great because what that meant was, instead of selling just a lipstick, for example, they might buy a lipstick primer, a lipstick settings, or a makeup setting spray. They might buy the entire look. So everything from the primer to the palette, to the mascara, to the brow kit, to if the palette didn't include like blush in that. So they could end up buying $200 to $500 worth of product, right? And that's the nice thing about your Pinterest customer, is that they have higher education levels, which means they typically have higher income. Okay? And so why would then Amazon want to partner with Pinterest? Because of everything I just told you, right? Amazon is looking at how can they sell more, right? And the social media platforms really want you to stay on their platform in as much as they can. So that is why Amazon has created this relationship with both TikTok and Pinterest. So when you see something on content, I should say, on their platform related to something that is available and linked to Amazon, you don't even have to leave Pinterest or TikTok to make that purchase and complete that purchase. Now, with that said, it is not live on Pinterest as of yet, because I looked this morning because I was ready to link mine up, and you can't. But what you can do on Pinterest right now is you can actually search for you can, what you do is you go over to Amazon and you get your affiliate link and you bring it into Pinterest. And so as you are creating your pin, you can tag products, right? So remember how I said typically with affiliate links, Pinterest doesn't like you to just go straight to affiliate links. There are two exceptions, okay? There are two exceptions. And those exceptions are LTK and Amazon. LTK and Amazon are the exceptions to that, okay? And that means that, like I said, when you are creating your pin, you can go in and you can tag products specifically using your LTK link, affiliate link, or your Amazon affiliate link, and you are not penalized for it. You are not in threat of losing your account, okay? I think the problem is with some of those other platforms that, I think it was just a quality issue, and Pinterest is really big on protecting their users. They're really big on protecting their users from spam and providing, all platforms are very big on protecting their users and their users not getting spammed, because that's going to impact people wanting to use their platform, which means that they can't get as much ad revenue, which is how they keep their shareholders happy. Okay. So affiliate marketing is a great form of passive income. Ask me how I know. Okay. Affiliate marketing is a great form of passive income. So how it works is you create a bunch of content and get it up on Pinterest and you get it optimized. I teach all this in my Pin Profits Mastery. If you can't afford Pin Profits Mastery, in DBA Digital Boss Volume 2, there is a module on Pinterest, okay? In Module 1, there is a module on affiliate marketing. There is an Amazon KDP module in Volume 2, okay? It is only $222 while I am live instead of $333, right? So what you do is, if you're watching over here, you go to the link on the screen, and on TikTok, you click my profile picture and go to the top, and then you can click that link in my bio, and it is the third and fourth button there, okay? So DBA Volume 2 is going to be your best buy because it includes Volume 1. And if you use Klarna as your payment option, it is only $55.55. The great thing about it is you can earn and learn from DBA Volume 2. Same with Volume 1. But Volume 2 is really your best buy because you're going to save $100 if you join DBA while I am live, okay? Pinterest is so important and so many people overlook it. And that is why I spent last summer creating my own program and marketing it so people understand the power of Pinterest, okay? Think about it. You can get to the point with your content that you do not have to be pushing out content all day, every day, because you have enough that you can repurpose, reshare, and redistribute, right? I'm working with a client. We got her Pinterest strategy together. We decided on her keywords and her optimization strategy, gave her the framework for writing high converting descriptions, including the call to action. And now she's created some really stunning pins on her own. She is going to be ready soon to just hand it over to a VA, and a VA handle all of it for her. And what she said is, I love it. I don't have to be on Pinterest and engage on other people's posts and do all these things like I do on Facebook. She's like, it's fun, it's creative. I've really enjoyed creating these pins. So I have a feeling she's probably going to still create some pins herself and then just have her VA go in and freshen them up from time to time and repost them, because Pinterest does love. And we teach the fresh pin strategy in Pin Profits Mastery. I don't believe you can learn that one in DBA, okay? So Pinterest and Amazon teaming up is huge, okay? Because there's another piece to this with Amazon, right? So what I need to do is a masterclass and teach, You can take that same pin and make minor tweaks to it and make God knows how many pins. And each time you create that pin, it can link to somewhere different, right? You can tag the product. You can send it to your blog. You can send it to Amazon, right? You can send it to, you can get featured on Amazon. You can take the video and upload it to Amazon and get paid again. So there's this whole web that I teach when it comes to, and you can also send it to TikTok, like all the places, and just really, really increase your likelihood of conversion and sale, because they can convert right from within Pinterest, right? You can send them back to TikTok and they'll be able to convert right within TikTok without having to leave TikTok. And you can send them to Amazon. And you can also, if you meet the qualifications and you qualify for the influencer or the Amazon associate program, you can also have content that you are posting over on Amazon too. So they're all kind of becoming very, very similar. But the great thing is, for whatever reason, they are seeing this as collaboration and working together instead of competing, which another platform does not do a good job at. And I think they're going to have some problems in the future because of that. So anyway, so what questions do you have? What questions can I answer for you? I've had pins that have gone viral. And when those pins go viral, the Amazon affiliate links go crazy. Because that's the thing with Amazon affiliate, is that it is not the highest percentage, right? My beauty Amazon affiliate, my beauty affiliate links are anywhere from 20 to 40% commission. 20 to 40% commission. However, with Amazon, beauty is like 5, 6, 7% on a good month. Okay. So what that means is, for Amazon to be nice money, is you gotta have a lot of volume, right? And that is why I like Pinterest, because you can get, at my peak, my videos and content was being seen by 3 million people a month on Pinterest. It's down because it's summer, but it'll be picking back up by September, right? I'm satisfied as long as it's over 300,000. Now they've tightened some things up and changed some things, so I don't know if I'll be able to see 3 million again, not without running ads or something like that. But yeah, I had gotten my Pinterest to 3 million monthly views. However, back then you couldn't link your videos out, so they weren't be able to get me a lot of traffic. Though before a video, and even without it, I still have been able to send hundreds of thousands of visitors to my websites from Pinterest. So that's the beautiful thing about Pinterest, is that you can get a lot of organic traffic. Now you can also run ads with Pinterest, and that's a good thing. But as much as if I can get it organically, I'm going to go for it organically. I mean, who wouldn't? Right? So that is the gist of what's going down with Pinterest, Amazon, and TikTok. With my clients that I work with one-on-one directly, I as part of their Pinterest strategy, we do some TikTok, because there's what I call the TikTok to Pinterest pipeline, where you can drive traffic to your TikToks as well as to your Instagram from Pinterest. In fact, I'm waiting for you to be able to claim your TikTok, just like you can your Instagram. You can auto post from Instagram to TikTok. I auto post from my blog. Auto post from your Instagram to Pinterest. I also auto post any new blog posts I do. Also auto post to Pinterest. It's actually a great way to get a lot of views. When you auto post to Pinterest from your blog, when you have that RSS feed up and it just automatically posts, Pinterest really likes that, and they give those posts much more reach but you want to make sure that the images are optimized, and you have your SEO and all of that in play, and yeah, you can get a lot of views from Pinterest, because what you do, and I teach this in Pin Profits Mastery, is you claim your website. And so that, they do a verification process. Again, it's about protecting their users. Pinterest is very protective of their users because they don't want a negative experience. One thing about Pinterest is it's seen as a positive place, almost even a safe space, right? And Pinterest has 500 million monthly active users. So that means that 500 million people are using Pinterest each month. It is one of the fastest growing platforms, and it is a very positive place, and Gen Z is loving it. They've really had a lot of growth this year. Okay. Let's see. I hadn't even gone through this yet. So Q2 of 2024, Pinterest had 854 million in revenue. That's almost $1 billion, y'all. An increase of 21%. Record 522 million global monthly active users. So 12%. It grew 12% in the first quarter of the year also. So Pinterest is growing. And why y'all not flocking to Pinterest and getting your stuff up on Pinterest, I do not know. But I don't want it to sound like I minimalize it when I say Pinterest is my spare, because it's a strong spare, okay? It's a strong spare. Like when you play spades, you say, I got 4 in a possible. Yeah, it's not a possible. Pinterest is a strong spare, okay? Pinterest is a strong spare because of the searchability, right? Because of the positivity, because of the quality of user and content on Pinterest. I'll tell you this, I would rather get Pinterest users as clients because they are going to have a much more positive outlook than users from some other platforms where you're really taking a gamble. You might be getting some really grumpy, nasty customers. What platform? How do I want to say this? There is a platform that is just tanking because a certain personality bought it and is literally running it into the ground, and it's so negative and nasty. In fact, I just learned the other day, you can't even go live on there without a premium account, and they changed the name of it to just a letter. Like, that is so crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy to me. So I need to do that content. I'm going to keep that up because I need to do a new video on that, a short form video. So yeah, Pinterest is an amazing platform. I was in their creator rewards when they had that beta program out there. They've since disbanded it, and everyone, they've given us other tools to be able to monetize, like being able to link out from your video. There's no other platform that you can click a link from the video than Pinterest, right? And YouTube Shorts, you cannot talk TikTok, Pinterest, Amazon without also including YouTube Shorts, okay? Without including YouTube Shorts. So, like I tell people, Pin Profits Mastery is really a course in searchable and shoppable video that is searchable, short form and shoppable video with a search index behind it. It is the future of e-commerce, social shopping. It is the future of monetized social media. And so congratulations to those, 30, 40 some people who've already purchased Pin Profits Mastery. It is a steal at only $555. It is a complete steal, right? It's such a steal that people still turn around and book coaching sessions with me, and they see the value of it so strongly that they want a customized and personalized marketing strategy, and they want to involve me to come up with that marketing strategy with them, right? So we do that. And then they kick butt and take names later. Okay? Pinterest is an incredible platform to be able to grow your other social medias, to be able to grow your email and SMS text message list with qualified leads and get them in your system to then be able to convert them to customers and clients. They're a customer when they buy my beauty products through my affiliate links, right? They're a client when they join my courses and want me to coach them and mentor them. That is when they become a client, right? And Pinterest is excellent for that, okay? I primarily use Pinterest to get traffic to collect leads. And then Pinterest also, like I said, helps me grow my other social media platforms. Pinterest has helped me grow Instagram. I had an Instagram account that grew to 25,000 followers before Instagram, for whatever reason, decided to shut that account down. Because one thing I don't do is fake followers. I've preached against that from day one back in 2013. Like, it makes no sense to buy fake followers on any platform. Number one, it ain't that serious. Number two, followers is a vanity metric. It's a vanity metric, okay? I want to check the sound myself because I know somebody was having a little trouble earlier, so I'm just going to check the sound. I'm going to check the sound. I got to keep watching the time too because I do have a Zoom with someone, a discovery call about Pinterest, right? Someone reached out on Friday and they wanted with someone a discovery call about Pinterest, right? Okay. So these things happen when you go live. Hello. Okay, now it's working. Now it is working. So let's try again. Testing. All right. I think I figured out what was wrong. I think we fixed it. We're going to go live again now. And I'm just going to start over from the top. That's what we'll do. Because that's what you tend to have to do on these live streams anyways. Keep saying the same thing over and over in shorter segments. If you did not know that, now you know. Okay? Now you know. So I am back. My name is Tamira. I have over 30 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. And what we're talking about today is search engine optimization and why search is important to building your business online, right? You want to be able to be found. There are people, believe it or not, there are people who are searching for what it is that you offer. And if you aren't coming up when they are searching for you, that is a problem. So if you are watching, can you let me know that you can hear me okay? Please let me know that you can hear me okay. Okay? So you want to be able to be found, right? When we talk about online marketing, everybody thinks that means just getting a viral video. You can press your luck if you want to. There are people that going viral has been the worst thing to happen to their business. By the way, I've got to get off of here in about 45 minutes because I have a 1 o'clock Zoom. Okay? So there are people that going viral was the absolute worst thing to happen to their business because they didn't have the operations, they didn't have the inventory, they just weren't ready for it mindset wise. It overwhelmed them and it just was a problem, right? So let me just check. I'm going to check the volume myself and see how we sound. Do a sound check. And so there we go. We have volume. I'm going to check the volume. So, okay, I figured it out. I had to start the live over, but I figured it out and we have sound and it sounds good. It sounds good. Okay. So going viral is not a marketing strategy for this reason. Okay. Going viral is not a marketing strategy. Okay. Are there going to be times when you might have growth that's unplanned? Yes. And it doesn't have to mean it's the end of your business, but that's why you want to have systems and operations. Okay. Okay. So going viral is not a marketing strategy, right? So a real marketing strategy for online, you need two things to be successful online, right? You need a high converting product, which I have one and I'm going to present to you today. You need a high converting product and you need traffic. You need to get people in front of that offer who want to buy, right? Who are interested. And that is why going viral is not a marketing strategy, because your offer may not be something that they want, right? It may not be in alignment for them. They might not be the fit for it. So you are better off to go viral in a targeted and strategic manner to people who are in alignment and the ideal client for what it is that you offer. Okay? Mm-hmm. So you need a high converting offer and you need traffic. When it comes to that traffic, you are going to get traffic from basically three sources. Okay? Those three sources, there's an acronym for it, PEO. There's paid traffic. So that's running traffic through Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, Pinterest ads, TikTok ads, right? And those aren't even the only ones. There's so many other, there's banner, there's app ads, there's all kinds of ways that you can get traffic, right? The one I definitely don't recommend is buying email lists. Do not do that, okay? There's earned. Social media is earned traffic, right? So if your social media post goes viral or even semi-viral, that can drive traffic. Again, you just want to make sure that your social media is attracting the right people and repelling the rest, okay? Because you want that traffic, and that is why I love Pinterest. Pinterest is a great place for traffic, okay? Pinterest is a great place for traffic. Okay. And then there's owned. Okay. This is also why I love Pinterest, because my blogs I own and I can drive traffic to my blogs from Pinterest. And if I drive enough of that traffic from Pinterest to my blog, Google is taking note of that, and Google will increase my ranking with Google by way of increasing my authority, right? Now, we're not going to get into blogging here today, but blogging is a great way to get traffic, and it is your owned, right? So with Pinterest, for example, you can get paid, earned, and owned traffic. You can get all three from Pinterest. You can get all three from really any platform, but the great thing about Pinterest is that it has something that Facebook doesn't. And Facebook is a high converting platform for me. Can you confirm that you can hear me okay? Okay. So Facebook is a very high converting platform for me. However, it is not the greatest source of traffic. I do get a decent amount of traffic from Facebook because I've invested in it with my time and effort over the past 10 plus years. However, it's not the greatest source of new people to my platform, right? Now, I get new people to Facebook from other platforms and from my content, and then from there. But it's not the greatest source of new traffic. Like Pinterest is a great, TikTok and Pinterest are great discover platforms where people can discover you and what you offer. Okay. So if you follow me, if you subscribe, and if you don't, what are you even doing? You need to subscribe. So make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Okay. Because I bring you all things marketing, monetization, and mindset. Thank you, Reaching Higher, and welcome back. Yeah, I was live a little bit earlier and the mic was lit up, but it wasn't on. And I'm going to be transparent and share that because, yes, I have a double master's degree in marketing and finance, and my mic wasn't on. I thought it was, but it wasn't. And that's why people were having a hard time hearing me. So we have since fixed that, and now you can hear me. Okay, now you can hear me, and now I'm gonna have to edit these two videos and bring them together, and yeah, but that's okay. That is okay. All right. So what I want to talk to you about today is bringing search to some new developments that have happened in the last couple days with some major players that you can get a lot of traffic. Okay. Still have this cough and tickle, but it is a lot better. It is a lot better. Okay. So, like I said, Facebook is a great conversion platform for me, but I get in front of a lot of new people on TikTok and Pinterest. And I know that with my systems in my marketing and my content, because, not to toot my own horn, but beat when it comes to those things. I mean, I do have over 32 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience, and I've also been a digital marketer for over 10 years now, and I did learn from the best, like seriously the best in the game. Okay, and I continue to learn and be mentored by the best in the game. And now you give me AI on top of it, and I am like completely unstoppable. Okay, so when it comes to these platforms, I know that with my content, with my systems and automation, I can convert the people who discover me on Facebook, on TikTok, to leads. And then I know when I get them into my system, my emails, and get them back in front of content, get testimonials in front of them, and all the other things. Do y'all remember that bomb email marketing training I did a couple weeks ago? If you missed it, ooh, I'm so sorry for you, because that was a fabulous training. And I shared how I convert from my email once. Okay, so say this. Somebody might find me on Pinterest, right? They may find me doing my skincare routine. And then they end up in my web, which is not a bad thing. They end up in my web, and they end up follow me on other social media, namely TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, you name it, right? And they also end up on my email list. Now I can get them in front of other content. I can share testimonials with them. I can share social proof with them, and I can invite them to events. And I'm going to keep emailing them until they buy, unsubscribe, or die. Okay? I don't care if it takes 2 weeks. I don't care if it takes 2 years. They're going to keep hearing from me until they unsubscribe, buy, or die. And there are people who unsubscribe. And that's okay, because they made a decision. So I know that discovery platforms like Pinterest, like TikTok, play a major role in my marketing strategy, because they bring people to me that will now want more of me because of the way that my content is created and designed, because of the way, basically because of the strategy behind my content and the way that I do this online marketing game. Okay. So while everyone else is buy my product, buy my product, buy my product, I'm doing some things differently and right. I'm educating. And while I'm educating, because I'm not an entertainer by trade, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I've been on the college prep track my entire childhood. I was designated as you're going to college. You are college material. So I was in all those nerdy classes, right? I didn't really have fun unless I was in gym or health. Okay? There were a couple people that I made friends with, and we would have our fun in class because, I am a little more social than I like to admit. But my content is going to educate. It's going to entertain. It's going to inspire. It's going to build connection. And because of that, people tend to stick around and come back. But the only thing that precipitates that is the fact that I have created this interweb system that keeps them coming back to me. Because people, write this down, people do business with those they know, like, trust, and remember. Okay? People do business with those they know, like, trust, and remember. A lot of people forget that remember part, but remember, I told you I learned from the best. And they said they got to remember you, right? If they don't remember you in today's world where these apps are constantly keeping you mesmerized, purposely keeping you mesmerized. I have no idea what that was. But keeping you mesmerized, it's very easy to be forgotten. Okay, raise your hand in the comments if this is you. If I like a post, chances are I also save it. Because I'm so afraid that I'm going to be talking to somebody about it, or I'm going to think about it later and I'm not going to be able to find it again. I'm not going to remember the person's name. I mean, I'm 50. I'm going to be real with you. I'm transparent. I'm 50 years old. Okay. And they say babies, when you have babies, it destroys your memory cells or something like that. So, yeah, my memory isn't the greatest as it used to be. Okay? And I have a didactic memory. So I can remember, like, certain days back from when I was a child like it was yesterday. But don't ask me what I did 5 minutes ago. Don't ask me, do I remember if I turned the mic on or not? Right? So I might forget who it was, what it said. I just remember it was funny and I want to see it again. So I literally save. If I like a post, I save it for just in case. Now I might go back and unsave it later, but I'm going to save it. Okay? And so that is why it is important, instead of, excuse me, instead of focusing your content on trying to sell, you need to first get micro commitments. You need people to remember you, to follow you. And even, I've told y'all before, people following you does not matter. There are people that I follow and I want to see their content, but the algorithms are not showing it to me. I got to remember them and go and look them up. Right? That's why I'm glad it tells me who I'm following, and I can go through my following list and I make sure not to follow too many people so I can go back and look them up. And so because I'm stingy with my follow, I'm not quite stingy. I actually follow too many people. My list has gotten a little out of control, but I can go back to those saves for that content that I really liked and I might want to share, right? Because I got multiple friends that I tell them, like, if you get sick of me, just let me know. It won't hurt my feelings, right? I've got everybody. Y'all raise your hand in the comments. I know you got a meme buddy. I know you got a buddy or two that you are constantly sharing reels and memes with. I know you do. I know you got a buddy that you share memes with, right? So People do business with those they know, like, trust, and remember. And so that is why your content has to be those things, right? It's got to be entertaining. It's got to be educating. It's got to be inspiring. It's got to be building connection. And you also want your content to be stimulating conversation. Okay? If people aren't commenting on your content, that can be a bit of an issue. So you want to be able to get genuine, meaningful conversation going in your content. And all of this is taught inside of DBA, Digital Boss Academy. All of this is taught inside of Digital Boss Academy in that module on content that converts. Okay? So let me tell you how I know that I can get people from TikTok, for example, and Pinterest. Let me pull up something here. Here, that Midwestern accent that I swear I don't have here. Okay, so let me go to my stats. So I started going live on TikTok in May. And in May and June, I went live just about every day. In July was, there was a lot more going on family-wise and some other things. And so it was probably about 50 to 60% what I did in May and in June. So let me tell you, let me look at my numbers here, my little handy dandy spreadsheet. Okay, so from May to April, clicks to the link in my bio jumped up 468% for May compared to April. June to May jumped up 112%. July compared to June jumped up 117%. And let's see, I haven't updated with yesterday's numbers, but let's just do this. Oops, wrong number. And August over July is trending to 119% or a 19% lift month over month, right? So I'm getting more traffic by going live. I told y'all, going live is an income producing activity because going live builds that know, like, and trust factor big time. It's the next best thing. Zoom and live are the next best thing to being face-to-face and in person. And then third would be webinar. Third would be a webinar. Okay? Third would be a webinar. But video is super important to building that know, like, and trust. Okay? So let me remember why we actually came here to talk today. And that was to talk about the Amazon deal that they just made with Pinterest and TikTok, okay? So when I originally started this video, we talked about how in previous videos, just last week, we spent a lot of time on search, okay? My last live was on Pinterest SEO Mastery, okay? And in SEO Mastery, we talked about the fact that yes, Google is the #1 search engine in the world, okay? But it is not the only one. It is not the only one. Okay? So Google is the #1 search engine in the world, but it is not the only one. There's also Bing. There's DuckDuckGo. I can't remember. I don't know if anybody uses Explorer anymore or if Explorer has been deprecated. I don't know. There's Firefox. I do know there is more than just Google, right? Because when people think of search engine, they typically think of Google. But did you know? Do you know what the #2 search engine in the world is? Let me know in the comments. What is the #2 search engine in the world? What is the #2 search engine in the world? Take a gander. Take a guess. What is the number 2 search engine in the world? While you take a gander, I'm just going to check. I'm paranoid about sound now, so I want to make sure that you can hear me loud and clear. I'm going to check. Okay. Woo! Woo! Can't make that mistake twice, because that's embarrassing. Okay. So the number 2 search engine in the world, number 3 reaching higher, is Pinterest. Number 2 is actually YouTube. YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world, okay? What is the difference between YouTube and Google is that YouTube is all video, right? And when you look at intent, YouTube is the number 1 how-to search engine in the world. That's why they call it, nickname, YouTube University. Because YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world, and it is number 1 how-to, YouTube University. Then there is Pinterest, which they say is the 3rd largest search engine in the world. I'm not so sure about that though, because I'm going to tell you another platform that is a search engine that you probably don't think of as a search engine. Can you guess it reaching higher? You may already know because you watch me frequently. Can anyone else guess what I'm speaking of when I say, and this one is larger than Pinterest. It might even be larger than YouTube and or Google, because it's huge. It's mammoth. Okay? Let me know in the comments. What do you think is probably larger than Pinterest when it comes to search engine? It's not probably, it is larger than Pinterest. Okay. In the interest of aviation safety, no, in the interest of time, because I do have a 1:00 Zoom, I'm going to tell you, and that is Amazon is a search engine. Think about it. You could be sitting across from me at this kitchen island, and you could look at this coffee cup, and you could say, I like that coffee cup. I wonder if I can find it or one like it on Amazon. You can open the Amazon app and you can use the little camera thing and you can search. You can point your camera at this coffee mug. And my grandchildren are doing this, y'all. My grandbabies have been, my grandson has been searching on Amazon. My mama taught him how to search on Amazon at like 2 or 3 years old. He is a very good online shopper. He knows how to find what he wants online, Amazon and elsewhere. Okay. So before he could read and write, he knew how to speak into the phone and have Amazon and Google look for what he wants someone to buy him. Okay. So you can point your camera from inside the Amazon app at this coffee mug and it will pull the coffee mug up for you. That is why Amazon is a search engine. Are you picking up what I'm throwing down here? When you understand this, you cannot unsee it. When you understand this, you will not be able to understand it. Not understand it. Okay? Amazon is a search engine. My girl Alex is here. Okay? And so from that standpoint, I'm not even going to bother looking it up because I got 18 minutes before my Zoom. Amazon is a search engine in and of itself. But Amazon knows that it can, because it can see the data. And remember, data is really what's king here. We talk about content being king, but data is truly king. Okay? So Amazon knows how much traffic is coming to Amazon from both Pinterest and TikTok. So Amazon said, hey, Pinterest. Hey, TikTok. Hey, Pinterest. Hey, TikTok. What about if we said your users how about we improve your user experience? And anyone clicking on a TikTok or Pinterest link over to our site, they don't have to leave your website. They can make the purchase from right within your app. Do you think Pinterest and TikTok are going to tell Amazon no? Okay, because it's literally a win-win. They don't want their users leaving to go over to Amazon, because they get over on Amazon and they go down a rabbit hole, and God only knows how long they stay on Amazon and end up looking for and buying other stuff. So they can keep the user, they can buy and stay on their platform. That makes the platform very happy. Amazon is happy because they're getting what they ultimately want, which is the sale. Right? And as an affiliate, it's good because they're using your affiliate link, and you're actually much more likely to actually get the credit for the sale. Okay? Because of the way the cookies and all that work, they go, if they don't buy right then, they go and they click on somebody else's link. It's the last link that they clicked on that actually gets the credit for everything in the cart. So now, Rachel says number 1, Google, number 2, Rachel. Reaching says number 1, Google, number 2, YouTube, 3, Pinterest, and 4, Amazon. So now you're going to be more likely to actually get credit for the sale, right? It'd be nice to still get credit for everything that's in the cart, but yeah, okay? And don't quote me on that. It may work differently. I don't know. They might end up updating things and changing it, but as of today, that's how I understand it would likely work. Not guaranteed though, okay? So this is really good news for those who have affiliate marketing. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care what you do. If you have over 1,000 followers on social media, you need to be signed up for Amazon's an influencer or affiliate program, whichever one that they say it's only $1,000 to get into. 1,000 followers to get into, because I don't know, because I've been in the program for so long. I don't know what the requirements are. I have a client who's tried and been denied twice, and they said she needed 20,000, but I know people who don't have 20,000 and they said they were told 1,000. So, but what I can tell you is if you got a pin that goes viral and it's sending traffic to Amazon, those Carrot pots and pans, I sold a whole lot of those in December. Had a real nice looking Amazon affiliate check in February. Okay? So if you're looking to create a new stream of income, affiliate marketing and Pinterest is really golden. Now I'm going to tell you, and I got to hurry here because I got 14 minutes. We're down to 14 minutes now. Okay? When it comes to affiliate marketing, most people do affiliate marketing on Pinterest all wrong. They do it all wrong. Right? So they go and they join something like ClickBank. Why can't I think of this other one? I get their emails. Share a Sale is another one. It's something 24. Rakuten is one. There's ClickBank. I know I'm going to have an email from them when I go in my email after this live. I cannot think of the name of that website for anything right now. But, okay, so they go to these websites like ClickBank. And I'm not picking on ClickBank. I like ClickBank. I've used ClickBank for years. And you used to be able to just, like there's a 21-day smoothie program that I like to offer. Well, Pinterest doesn't like those links. They will not allow you to link directly to those links from ClickBank, right? So the better thing to do is to create your own website or your own blog where you are educating, and then embed the links into that blog post, but you can drive traffic to that blog from Pinterest, okay? You can drive traffic there, okay? And you want to do that anyway because you get the data, and data is king. Okay, so that is the nice thing. And the one thing that I tell people that they don't understand until I explain it to them, there is no other platform that allows you to use a link and you can watch a video and right there from the video, click and go over to the blog, to the affiliate link, to the landing page, to another social media platform or whatever. There's no other platform that allows that. Now, I made a lot of money back in the day with beauty products when there was a way to include a link on YouTube, but now you've got to be like monetized and have a whole lot of followers in order to be able to do that. And I don't even know if they still allow them to do it, right? But it was a great customer experience. So I hate that they stopped, but that means somebody messed it up, because somebody always messes things up. Okay. So that is why Pinterest, because you can have that link right there. They can click the video. There's a link right beneath the video that they can click, and then you can make the sale right there. And that is why it's important to not just create content that is entertaining, because entertaining content don't convert. Entertaining content just grows a following. If you want content that converts, you need to create content that educates. Hey, Sean. You need to create content that educates. You want content that converts. You need to create content that solves problems. The person who solves the most problems wins. The person whose content solves the most problems makes the most money. Ask me how I know. It's how I sell beauty products in my sleep, and I no longer even actively promote the product. Can we talk about that? Can we talk about that? Because of Pinterest, because of Google, because of TikTok, I sell beauty products for a brand that I no longer actively promote, because I learned internet and digital marketing the right way, and I optimized my videos by answering questions and solving problems. Thank you, Sean. Sean says teach them. So my content is not just here, I'm dancing by my facial cleanser. It's here are the steps of my routine. This cleanser does this for I was in my 40s when I created the content. I'm 50 now. Here is my routine. By the way, did you know this is my age? If you don't believe me, these are my adult children and my grandchildren. And that sells product for me. But the reason it sells product for me to this day is because I have content out there that educates and solves problems, that is searchable, that people who are searching for skincare over 40, skincare over 50, skincare for Black women, skincare for my skin type. Thank you, Sean. You're 52? I would have never guessed that. It really don't crack, do it, right? But hey, I created that content too and said it does crack. And when it doesn't crack, it gets dry, it gets patchy, right? It does get sun damaged. Baby, I created all the content. All the content is out there. I even talk about how y'all try to talk about y'all grandma only washed her face with water, because that was all she had. And by the way, for some of our grandmothers or great grandmothers, trying to go to Woolworth back in that day to buy the facial skincare cream was her risking her life. That's why she only used water. I talk about that she wasn't drinking Henny. Grandma wasn't drinking Henny. That's why grandma's skin looked like that and she only used water. Grandma wasn't eating Chick-fil-A 7 days a week or 6 days a week. And on the 7th day, going to brunch. Grandma was eating fruits and veggies from her own garden. That's why grandma's skin looked like that, right? So educating and sharing content like this is why I still sell those products without, actively promoting them. Because basically, I need you to understand this, because I got to go. I got 8 minutes. Okay. That content is still getting in front of people who are looking for it, because I optimized it for search. And that is why, as long as they allow me to post on TikTok, baby, I'm posting on TikTok. Pinterest, that is why I'm posting on Pinterest. That is why YouTube. There is no way on God's green earth, spelled E-E-R-E-R-F, earth, that I would have a blog without YouTube. And honestly, Pinterest. If you're going to have a blog, you need to have YouTube, you need to have Pinterest, and also now TikTok, in my opinion, because it's going to increase the authority of your blog when you create content on those platforms and then embed it on your blog. Y'all got me preaching now. It's Sean Johnson's fault. It's Sean Johnson's fault that I'm preaching. Okay? But you have to understand how all this works. And it goes back to paid, earned, and owned. Paid, earned, and owned. And some of y'all trying to build a big business with a one-legged stand. Can you sit on it? Can you sit on a one-legged stand? Let me know in the comments. Can you sit on a one-legged stool? Tell me how many stools you see that have one or two legs. You don't. Because that's some crazy balancing you got to do. Right? That's some crazy balancing. So a stool needs 3 legs, a chair needs 4. Okay? So you got to build your business with 3 to 4 legs at least. Right? And those 3 legs on the stool of digital marketing are paid, earned, and owned. There are a lot of people out here just teaching y'all, go viral, go viral, go viral. And some of them ain't telling y'all that how they went viral was paid ads. Ooh. Bet you didn't know that, right? A lot of these faceless accounts, y'all buy a digital product that's done for you and say, oh, I haven't made any sales in 2 weeks because you started a faceless account that you posted 5 times in the last 2 weeks. Baby, you lucky if you make a sale on that in 5 months. It might take 5 years at the rate you're putting out content. Because if you're going to go faceless, what did I say earlier? What is the fastest way to build know, like, and trust aside from face-to-face? Video. We've been buying based on commercials for years. Dude, back when I was in middle school and I could only eat what my mama said I could eat, those McDonald's commercials used to make me hella hungry. I could smell the food. I could taste the food from those videos. Okay? Back when a quarter pounder with cheese actually tasted like meat. I don't know what it tastes like now. Every time I get one, I get disappointed. Right? That is the power of video. So when you can, and that's what Pen Profits Mastery is literally about. It's about combining the power of video with searchability and discoverability to be able to create this pipeline of qualified buyers. Thank you. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Jaquela. This pipeline of qualified buyers who will buy from you when they're ready. Right? Because no matter what you do, people ain't buying until they're ready. And that's why it's important to focus on building your list, your SMS text list, your email list, more so than screaming, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product. You need to build the relationship, and how you build that relationship is offline. You build the relationship offline through email marketing, through text messages. Okay. And like I said, in that training I did for free a few weeks ago, in that email training, I talked about the ways that you can get people back in front of your content. You can get them in front of testimonials, social proof. You can invite them to events. You can newsjack. I shared all of those strategies in that training that is now in the vault until I decide what I want to do with it. Might be a bonus on another course. Might be a bonus. Oh, that's what I should do. I should do it as a bonus if you buy DBA. But I'm going to have to do that later because I only got 3 minutes before my next Zoom. Thanks to all the microphone issues we had earlier. Yes, says my girl Jaquela. Right? Thinking that you buy a product and it's just going to sell because you bought it and you make like 3 posts about it. Listen, let me tell you. Okay, now I got to do this quick. I got 2 minutes. I have over 30 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. Double master's degree in marketing and finance. When I came online 10 years ago, I had over 22 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. And let me tell you, they just got the internet in the library when I graduated from undergrad in 1996, the late 1900s. Okay. So even when I got my master's degree, I had never even seen Google until the first night of my master's program. I had been out of my master's program several years when I first saw Facebook. And I was like, I ain't supposed to be on Facebook. I'm supposed to be on LinkedIn. My kids are on Facebook. My kids who are now 32 and 27. Okay? So I came online with a killer marketing foundation, and it did well by me. Okay? Because remember, 2 weeks post high school, 2 weeks after getting my diploma with a 3-month-old baby, I walked into the corporate offices of a company and worked on marketing of a consumer product that you know. I was in marketing on that product, right? And I wound up, they liked me so much, I interned there all 4 years while I was in undergrad. So I would leave class and go and sit in the boardroom with high-powered execs and see and hear some incredible things. So I came to online marketing with a solid foundation, but I still had to learn the digital marketing piece, okay? And that's where we got to leave off because I got to get on my Zoom. You got to get on your Zoom. Get on your Zoom. You got to get on your Zoom. I got to get on my Zoom. So I will be back. So if you are not following me, if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. I will be back later this afternoon or this evening. I'm not sure, depending on my schedule for the rest of the day. And we're going to talk more about this searchability and being able to be discovered and combining the power of that with video, the Pinterest to TikTok pipeline, and how now Amazon has entered the chat. And Amazon is saying, hey, you don't have to leave these apps, okay? We're going to debunk some myths, and we're going to talk through all of it. I am so sorry. I would have already been there, but we had the mic snafu, okay? So we got that fixed. But I will be back. I will be back because y'all know it's something I love is I love Pinterest, okay? I got to go, though. I got to get on my Zoom. I got to get on my Zoom. Bye-bye. Thanks for hopping in, Jakayla.